Welcome to We're Still Cool, Right? The weekly podcast where the conversation flows smoother than top shelf whiskey. And cool, well, it never really left. Grab a drink and hang out with Eric, Mike, and Sean while they dive into nostalgia and attempt to answer the age-old question. We're still cool, right?
We are moister than an oyster.
Oh, God.
That does seem to be the theme lately.
I was going to, we'll get into it.
Right.
But I knew I had to say something about being wet.
So, yes.
And there was a million ways to do it. Most of them were very dirty. And
we will definitely get into that because I feel like it just dried up. Finally.
I'm like the Sahara.
But hey, that sound means we're back. We are back, baby.
We're back, baby.
We're back. Yes, yes, yes.
Pop a drink with us.
Right. For those of you that tune in all the time, crack your drink. Welcome back. For the new guys or new people listening, my name is Sean.
I'm Moist Mike.
And I'm Eric.
Somehow that's a pretty fitting name for you, like just Moist Mike. Yeah,
I like
could
it.
see that.
Magic Mike's old and boring.
Sure,
you
Moist
know?
Mike.
It's time for my new moist era to come into
Feels
play.
feels like a vanity plate that you're going to get. We'll get you.
Are you ready?
We'll get you a license plate for the car here for us. So,
you know, I have thought about that. The initials of our podcast plus POD fit on a license plate.
which are those cool? I mean, should we just jump right
Personalized
into
plates?
it?
I think so, unless they're douchey. Like if it's just like I don't know, vroom vroom. I don't know. Like or I've seen somewhere it's like see ya, bro. Like because it's so fast. I don't know. That's cheesy to me, but it's still I don't know.
I used to have SMC 0001, but you can't have zeros unless it's a ham radio, so they were O's.
Oh, really?
Everybody was like, what is SM cool? And I'm like, God damn it. So it was the youth fraternity thing. That was the year that I was the head of the state master council or 2002. That's what it was for. But I was like, I'm done fucking answering this question. I just got rid of them.
I'm sitting here trying to think of what it could be. I'm like, is it like binary? Like,
No. That's why I was like, yeah, these aren't cool anymore. I'm just gonna.
I don't know. I think they are. I have a plan to get one. I'm not going to say what it is. It's gonna be a surprise.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I am excited to just make fun of you. I'm so
I
excited
wish
about
Moist
it.
Mike would fit, but it won't. I could do MIC. No, Moist is too many letters because it's 7, right?
We can play around with it.
Yeah, it's 7.
Get some
5. Yeah. Damn. Anyway, yeah. Most Mike? No, that's boring. Yeah. Anyway.
I just saw one the other day, yesterday, and it was this minivan, and they had like the whole thing stickered on the back, decked out for this. But if you ever played Overwatch,
Oh, yeah.
there's a character called Diva.
Oh, yeah.
And so they had Diva stickers all over the back, but then their license plate was nerf this. And that's like her saying when she does her ultimate. I was like,
Okay,
wow,
that's
you
actually-
really like went all in on this.
That's funny, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, only certain people will know it, but I mean, at least she completed the entire theme, you
Yeah.
know? A friend of mine works at, shout out Sarah, she works down at like the clerk's office. And so when Logan got his plates, she knew that they were coming because it was his first car and license and all that. And she put OWE as the letters just so he had like part of his name on there. But he still wants to get personalized ones, but he'll probably do something weird. So
Yeah.
I saw one there, it said Toodaloo, and it made me laugh really hard because they use like numbers to do it. And I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. I'm also easily
Remember
amused.
Tanya had an Explorer, so she got license plate that said
Dora.
Dora. That was pretty good. That was pretty
Nice.
Okay, I like that.
creative.
Yeah, so we have a drink in front of us. And
I know. Let's. My straw's hopping out here. So
this one I brought in. So we got an email. So actually, I shouldn't say that because if you guys saw the email, then you know what this is. So I'm just going to say try it, and then we'll talk about what it is because it didn't sound good to me. And the person that came from said, just trust the process. It's good.
Can I make one comment?
Yeah.
There's no fucking garnish on this either. So I don't know why the hell you're all pissed at me all the time. Like you get no. I was like, this thing is going to be loaded down with garnish as much as you're bitching at me.
I literally thought of doing it. So part of dinner that I made for kids tonight, I made a bunch of bacon, and I thought about bringing bacon into sticking it, but it doesn't really go with what's in it.
Bacon goes with everything.
I
Even
guess.
just a side of bacon would have been all right.
Well, I should have did it. Then you could shut the fuck up. But, yeah. right, cheers, everybody. Let's give it a
cheers, buddy.
whirl. It's a big drink, so if we don't like it, we're gonna have to choke it down.
Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
For sure, Dr. Pepper. And
Your guys' has normal. Mine's diet because I'm watching my figure.
I don't know what else. Yeah, I don't know what else. What else you got
Yeah, I
here?
don't get it.
So this came from Dylan, Nick's son, and he wrote in and said, "So it's SoCo." So it's Southern
That's
Comfort.
why I'm having flashbacks of
Yep.
horrible nights that I had. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just Dr. Pepper, Southern Comfort, and Tabasco sauce. Now,
Okay.
I don't like Tabasco sauce and drinks. I really was going to get Tabasco Ivy. They were completely sold out. So this is the one that's everywhere else. Cholula.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's
right.
not a lot. It's just a couple. So
Just
like
a little few
I taste it
dashes.
right on the end.
I had
You
a
know,
little
I
there,
don't
but
taste any of that. Yeah.
you don't?
Mm-mm.
Maybe I should have put more in. I was afraid, like I didn't want to overdo it and then have it be just like,
A waste
pure
of a
hot
drink,
sauce. Yeah. Because it's like, this isn't a shot. It's an entire drink. So
well, I appreciate that. And,
yeah. It's
I
not
mean,
bad.
I have not been able to have SoCo since my high school graduation. And I remember taking a shot of that and throwing up.
Really?
Never been able to do it, yeah.
Well, I've got a couple extra shots if you want to take them home. So I will say
Wow.
it's not bad in things. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
It just has like a slight, I don't know.
Well, it goes good with other pop, like because it's sweet. So
Yeah.
So it goes good with
It's like half amaretto, half whiskey kind
right.
of.
Right.
Is it?
No, it's not
Is
bad.
it whiskey?
I don't know.
So, I don't even.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
even know.
a
have to look it
it's like
up.
a Kentucky bourbon or
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, okay. I'm like, I can't even remember I don't know if I've ever bought Southern Comfort in my life. And then I realized they sold it in little shooters. So I was like, I'll just
Better
get
way to
6 of
go.
those and
Better
call
way
it
to
good.
go.
Yeah,
Nice,
so
nice.
thank you,
It's just
Dylan.
a smooth drinking whiskey. is what it says.
the
Dylan, I will say it's not great, but it's not terrible.
it's not bad.
So
I mean,
you pass.
when you put the ingredients and just say it, you're like, that's not gonna be good. But and actually, as I'm sitting here, I'm catching a little of the heat.
Just a little
Like,
bit
not
at
a
the
lot,
end.
Just a
Yeah,
little
just a
on the
little.
tongue on the side.
Yeah.
So.
I could have went heavier. I should have brought the bacon though. Fuck. I don't.
So
Bacon
it-
and pop sounded weird to me. So
It
Oh, yeah.
actually says Southern Comfort isn't whiskey.
really,
It's a whiskey-based liqueur.
Okay.
Here's why. Southern Comfort originally used a whiskey base, but for a period of time, a neutral grain spirit was used instead.
never heard of a whiskey liqueur.
Oh, wait. The whiskey, since 2016, Sazerac bottom and the whiskey base has been reinstated.
All
Oh,
right.
I think because they put other stuff in it, like fruit and spice flavors,
then it can't
then
technically
it's,
be.
yeah, technically a liqueur.
Well,
not
that's
a
like
straight
Fireball.
whiskey.
They can't even put they can't put whiskey on it anymore.
Yeah.
because it's not whiskey.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, red hot juice. I don't know.
It's trash.
It's good. Adam sent me a meme the other day and it said like, "There's no bad whiskey," and then it was like, "Except Fireball," like or something like that. I was like, that's fucking true.
So does this have a name? What's the
No, so that's the thing. I like Googled it because I was trying to find out the ratios, and then he gave me 12 ounces of soda a shot. But I didn't see a name for it online. So I feel like we can name it.
Yeah, I was gonna look up there's like recipes out there called like
Dr. Hot Comfort.
Alabama Slamma.
Glad you said the rest of that last word. What?
Alabama Slamma.
Alabama. I was wondering if you were going to get that. I'm like, I heard Dr. Hot. I was like, keep going. Don't stop. 'Cause I don't want to drink that. Anyway, sorry.
There it is.
I have heard of Alabama Slammer, but I don't think it's this.
I feel like I remember having all those things in those remember those little test tube shots that would come around when you're like at the club?
Dude, I just did one of those like a couple months ago.
Really? Where you at?
In Des Moines, we went to, it's called the operating room. It's kind of like Quarter Barrel. There's like video games and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they just do these little like, I don't know, test tube shots. I don't know what the hell you call them.
Yeah. I
Oh, no,
remember.
they're in syringes. That's what it was. But same thing. You know
sure.
what I mean?
Syringes, sure.
Yeah.
You just jam it in your leg. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Diabetes to the brain.
Right.
So yeah, we have a lot to talk about. We all of us went on a big trip recently, and it didn't go as planned. I don't know how else to say that. If people from previous episodes, we talked about how we were pushing and prodding and poking Sean and Ashley to join us in Chicago for the Teddy Swims concert. Well, we got them. And they came, they saw, and none of us conquered.
Oh, man. We got 2 songs out of them.
Yeah. So
And they're bangers. You did a good job.
Yeah. So I mean, this was at a Huntington Bank Pavilion, I think it was.
Yep.
Which,
Super
by the
nice
way, is
amphitheater.
badass place to walk.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Like
There was no
the
bad
setup
seat
that we
anywhere.
had and the VIP. Shout out to Eric for getting that. I would go back. I mean, I was looking for stuff there just to go back there again, and like the table setup that you could get. Like,
Yeah.
for sure, that place is badass.
Yes, and thank you to Kara. That was like my Christmas present. I mean, it's been delayed multiple times, so that now it's. Anyway, we'll get into that. It's delayed again, but yeah, we were in the VIP area, which was awesome. The girl that opened was great. She only did like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Sienna Spiro, I think, was her name.
not local.
Not local. No, she's a big deal. But then Teddy came on and there was a chance of rain. It's not so we knew there was a chance, but it was very low chance. And they were like, yeah, it might rain till like 9, or maybe you'll get a few showers at 9. Well, the first song started and it's, I don't know, trickling in. No big deal. We're dancing. We're jamming out. Teddy looked good. He had a Rugrat shirt on. And then the second song starts, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it is coming down. And we're like, okay, well, it'll end. And there's people in ponchos and the whole thing. And it just got heavier and heavier and heavier.
Yeah.
And then there's people spilling over all over the seats, just forcing their way into the VIP area because it's covered.
Yeah.
And you hear people going like, I need to see your wristbands. And we're like, fuck you, lady. Like, not me. But everyone's like, we got to get out of this. So, but then I had this thought, because, you know, the VIP area was only for so many people. Now you've got an extra 1,000 or 2,000 people pouring into it. And it just so happens that concert was put on by Live Nation, which is who did the Astroworld concert where all those people died being trampled. And I'm like, do we know that this grandstand can hold all these people? I'm like, we're going to die.
And
we're
the weight
fucking
of all the water that was running through too, because
Dude.
then it was coming in so bad that it was like all the carpet, everything was soaked.
Yeah.
So
There wasn't a dry spot in the house.
no, I mean, there wasn't anywhere. And at first, like, I was like, this is great. I don't care. Those look at those
We're
peasants
covered.
out there. And I'm like sitting here like, this is great. And yeah, then all of a sudden just kept getting just more and more and more. And it's beautiful because it overlooks like Lake Michigan. So there's a bunch of boats out there. You could probably hear the music and people
Big,
swimming
beautiful
and
boats.
big, beautiful boats. It was raining so hard you couldn't even fucking see the boats. Like you could, and they had their lights on and stuff too, and you still couldn't see them. And it was like, geez. And then it was kind of wondering like, what's going to happen here? And they came up and they're like, if you want to, you can go seek shelter in Soldier Field.
Yeah, they were like
that's
do
another
that
place.
'cause
We're
the
going to be
concert.
delayed. We're going to
Yeah.
be delayed, you know, or whatever. But check our socials and we'll let you know when we're going to be back. To then she comes up again. She's like, we are exiting everyone's got to leave we're clearing out the pavilion or that we were sitting in or the VIP area. And somebody's like, why do I have to go out there? It's like pouring. She goes, because this isn't grounded and there's all this lightning that's going on there. And we're just sitting on this metal. I'm like, oh, that's fucking great.
I
You know what
talked
mean? It
to
was like,
I was telling a buddy of mine about this,
Yeah.
and he was like, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard because they can't even have you like in that structure without it being grounded."
So they're
like,
just lying to us to get us
They were
off.
just
Well,
saying
I mean,
shit to
okay.
get people to move.
probably
but
makes sense.
I was wondering because I'm
He's
like,
like, that's absolutely not possible.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better because I was like, why wouldn't they have just done that?
They would
But
have never gotten through code.
I will tell you in my head, though, I'm like, how long before this thing fucking collapses?
Yeah.
To your
Yeah.
point. Because there was a lot of people on there that started swaying, and I'm like,
it was swaying.
and like Ashley said, we're just going to end up on the news. We're just going to end up on the news. That's
I know.
how
I
she-
kept looking at
that's
Ashley,
what
going, "We're
gonna
going to be on the news."
Right. She's I was thinking about that. So it's like, oh, man. So it was,
So then we
we
leave.
get we're told that we got to go. So it's like, all right. And it is, I mean, just fucking pouring.
Pouring.
Like, pouring.
Like, so when this is all said and done, I believe Kara said she read the next day they got 5 inches of rain in like 60 minutes, maybe 90 minutes. I can't remember. But I
Yeah.
mean, there was in other parts of Chicago, there was cars. I mean, there was flash flooding everywhere. There was cars pulled over and stuck.
Well, our phones were like going off and stuff for warnings of flash flooding. But so then we're like the amount of rain that was coming down for that long too. So like an hour and it was pouring the whole time. Like
The
it's
whole
not
time.
even like it was like, you know,
Intermittent.
heavy for a minute and then lighten up. It just never stopped to where we weren't even in the parking lot yet. And it was standing, like it was ankle deep water.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everywhere.
Like pretty much everywhere where we went, it was like ankle deep water. So
And it was funny because out of all the thousands of people pouring, no one knew what to do. 'Cause
Right.
basically
Right.
everyone Ubered there or took a cab. So everyone's just like, I guess we just walk.
And there's no really close parking lot. So like you have to walk anyways to get to the area where that stuff is.
And there's nothing around there. Like even if we were like, let's go find a bar and take shelter and have a drink. Like,
because that was the plan.
That was the plan. And we just started walking and we kept walking and we kept walking.
I knew what to do. You swim.
Well, we were following you.
He told us what's up.
Yeah. I mean,
Teddy said swim.
That's goddamn. Yeah, he really did tell us. We should have took the warning, but it was a great time. But yeah, I mean, we've got people. One person with us is freezing because it's so much water and she's little, and then some of us are in flip flops, so people are losing their. I mean, it was not a fun walk to say the least. Yeah. I took one pair of shoes to Chicago. Not even. I usually take two, and I was like, I'm good. I just need my tennis shoes.
The next day was the ultimate walk of shame. Like I walk out with no shoes on.
Oh God.
Ashley was like, we were just down there for one night, so she's like, I have no bra. Like it's all soaked. You know what I mean? We're like, what the fuck? So I'm like, we just have to get out of here. So we're hotel walking down. I'm carrying my shoes because I tried to put them on.
They were so heavy.
They were so cold and soaked. I was like, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, mine took about 2 days to fully dry out.
Oh yeah.
I put them over the vent at home.
Me too.
Yeah.
Mine threw it because I ripped the bottoms off of it right to start the night.
Oh, that's right.
Whatever.
That was your sign from the start. Like your shoes.
Like, this ain't gonna
be
be a great night. So,
but hey,
it was. I will say I had a blast with you guys. That was a blast. I don't know that we needed to spend the amount of money that we did for 2 fucking songs.
Oh my God, dude.
Just because we're paying
$25
Chicago prices
beers.
for beers and then we're Ubering an hour to get there and back, you know, and it was geez.
I will say a highlight of the trip was right before that, we went and had a really nice dinner and it was fucking delicious.
That dinner was
good.
Spacca
Napoli. Yeah.
Yeah, Spacca Napoli.
Yeah, that was
pizza
amazing.
Was good.
Shout out to Jeff because he's the one that let you know about it, right?
Yeah.
He's my Neapolitan style pizza guru.
Yes.
Yeah. It was good.
Oh my God, it was good. Yeah, so we had really good dinner, but yeah, we definitely spent like my kid when I told him about it because he knew how important this concert was. Like Teddy Swims is kind of like my number one that I want to see like right now.
Yep.
And so he just went and saw The Weeknd, which is like his, and he's like, Dad, you got to go back. So they rescheduled it for like next week on a Wednesday.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, we can't do that. It's too soon. We spent too much money. He's like, just do it again. I'm like, you're not like, I mean, I love where his head's at. He's just like, he knows how bad I wanted to see it. But I'm like, man, after you pay for the hotel, the Ubers, like dinner, like it's plus take all the time off.
Well, and you still run the risk that it could happen again.
Exactly.
Right.
You know?
I should follow along and be like, rain.
Come on.
Get him, Swims. Yeah. So it was a blast, though. Karen and I said over and over, like, it would not have been as fun if we didn't have the group we did. Because that would have been so annoying if it's only like you and one other person or, whatever. So we made the most of it.
Well, I mean, the good news is we all got to pee in the bushes outside of
the Field Museum.
I
pissed on their lawn. Yeah.
Pissed right on the lawn there. So chalk that up as I don't remember who said it. Like, I shouldn't go right there. I go, who's going to fucking come get you now?
Yeah.
Like, it's pouring.
Even
just
the
go
cops
for
were
it.
driving around like, we're not getting out of our cars.
And then I'm like, take your own advice. So I'm just like pissing right there.
Yeah. I won't pee in a shower, but I'll piss at the Field Museum lawn.
Right.
It was a blast though.
It was a ton of fun. Even it was just such a mess that it's like, what can you do? You know what I mean? Like you might as well just have fun because it's not. Well, it's just fucked up, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. So either you can be all pissed about it, or you just like kind of go whatever.
Even if you had a poncho, I mean, everyone was soaked head to toe. There was no staying dry. That's why at one point I saw Kara I could tell she just went like, fuck it. And she just started jumping in puddles and running through. And I was like,
she was having a blast.
And I was like, you know what? She's right. So I started doing it too. I was like, it's not like I'm not soaked already.
Well, and like my shirt was just clinging to me.
Yeah, I look over and your shirt's
I took it off because I'm like, I'm just gonna have to let the belly show. But I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. I'm like, it's just like, it's so wet. Like if I jumped in the pool with all my clothes on, that's how wet I was. Like, how we all were. It was unbelievable. So
there was no break.
Shout out to his 2 songs. He opened up with some bangers, and it was it was gonna be a good one. But
it was. Thanks, Teddy Swims. I know you're listening because we go way back.
Yeah, we'll have to.
If you could send us some new
we'll have to get
tickets.
See if we can do it again. So
we will. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
We have another trip coming up. Not to a concert, but
right.
So
yeah.
But anyways,
that time the water will be on purpose.
but that's why I'm moister than an oyster. The rain is just ruining fucking everything lately. Then we got home, we went to the pool the next day. You were there, fucking get rained out. I'm like, I swear to God. And then Kara, I've never had a massage before. And so she got us like couples massages. And by the way, that was amazing. I'm going to do that a lot.
How'd you do? I was curious. How you
I
did
had to
with
tell her no yank, but I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I'm not that kind of boy. So, but it was funny because they take
closer. You're getting closer.
No, drip. Leave me alone. Yeah. But
where did you go?
what was it called?
Did it make you happy?
Yeah, backyard bukkake or something. I don't know.
Tug a lot.
Yeah. You can't see inside of it, but they have lots of pretty lights. No, we went to, I think is it called Hands in Harmony? I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But no, it was great. But they take it to this little staging area and I'm just like messing with, because I've never been to one.
Right.
And they're, everyone's whispering.
Yeah, your snap was pretty funny.
So they're just like, would you like a drink or a shot of whiskey? I was like, yeah, I'll take a whiskey. It was disgusting because it's like pecan, it's just pure sugar. I was like, ugh, but that's fine. But they take us in there and I'm just like, is everybody else gonna get here? Like, what's going on? It's this giant room. So then women start coming in and they just like have these hot towels around their necks. And I'm like, this is so fucking awkward. And then we're like, man, we should have been taken in by now. And they're like, well, there's a little bit of a problem, so we're just delayed. We're taking care of it. And I'm like, I swear to God, if there's a busted pipe and there's water coming from the ceiling, I will fucking leave. But it was something like, they were like, the previous guy is having trouble getting off the table. I'm like, damn, he had the yank. Like, but so we got in there. It was great. It was like 10 out of 10. I would totally do it again. So
That's funny.
but I wore
because you were super fucking weirded out about it. You know, like
it's
people
weird.
touching
Yeah.
you,
Like I'm like, where are they going to I left my boxers on, like my boxer briefs, but Kara got me ones a long time ago that have her face on it.
Sure.
And so I wore those just to make them
Just
laugh.
to mark the territory.
And she didn't say, no. I was like, no, I just want them to be like, what the fuck? So they didn't say anything. And
They
I was
don't
like,
speak. They're
Well,
just there
so-
for like, is the pressure good?
yeah. So that was weird. Like right before it started, she like gets in my ear and she's like, this is all for you. Just relax. You deserve this. And I was like, I deserve this. Yeah, I do.
One finger or two?
Milking the prostate. Yeah. So anyway, no, but after it was over, she like went and got us water and she's like, I saw your boxers. That's hilarious. I was like, damn it. I was hoping you would say something
well, there
during
you go.
it.
Well, that's
but
good.
they're very professional. They're trying to keep you relaxed. And
Calm.
I don't relax very well. I'm always fucking around. So
messing around.
yeah.
Can't handle it. You get all uncomfortable.
No. And then, but then I was like, they didn't even rub my butt. And Kara's like, you gotta take your boxers off and they'll do it. I'm like, wait, really? I didn't know that.
It's good stuff. What else would you do?
We should get massages, all three of us.
There you go.
That'd
In
be
the same
awesome.
room.
Yeah. Making awkward eye contact the whole time.
Can you face us all together
Yeah.
so we can look at each
I will not
Squeeze
be
him
wearing my
harder.
boxers.
A whole different man when I go into those places. All right. All right.
Yeah.
What else did you do this weekend?
Not a whole lot. We didn't really do a whole lot. Just we swam. Just normal stuff, really. Now that I think about it,
Nice.
we went out. Where did we go? We went out with. We went to the Pride Fest down in Newbo for a little bit, and then met up with some friends that I haven't seen in a while. So like saw my sister-in-law Stevie and Lindsay, and hung out with them, and then we went to dinner at Need, which I haven't been there in forever. And dude, I was walking in. My favorite pizza they do is the Sriracha BLT. And I'm walking in. I'm like, man, how cool would it be if the special Sriracha BLT? There's a guy walking in behind me. He goes, "Don't worry, buddy, it is." I'm like, "How the fuck do you know?" He goes, "Oh, I just ran to my car quick. We got that."
That's awesome.
I was like, yes. So
Nice.
that was my saving grace of the weekend.
Wow.
How about you? Coop had state.
Yeah, we're done with baseball. So it was state this weekend. So we were supposed to play Friday. It's supposed to be a 3-day tournament, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it poured Friday. So, so we got, actually our games were just completely canceled because the field was so soaked. Like a lot of the other fields, they got some games in and ours was just canceled right away.
See
the
this
drainage. So it was
fucking
just, yeah,
rain.
that just really dropped down, which was okay. So then it just became a normal one. So we played 2 games on Saturday, and then on Sunday, we played pretty good on Saturday. So we got a bye on Sunday, and then we ran into a team that we were really close with. We actually tied with the day before, and we ended up coming up short. So
They let it tie. Even
yeah,
at
because
state?
it's just pool play, so it's just to set your your standings, you know, where you're going to be at in the actual tournament. And so then there's other stuff that goes into it, like run differential and how many runs you scored and stuff like that adds to figuring it out. But because they're trying to get all these games in, they just stop it at the time because it was just going
Makes
extra
sense.
innings. It just takes, you know, and then that just eats up the field. So it's not. They would have done it on Sunday because you need to have a winner in the brackets.
Yeah.
You know, but not for pool play.
Yeah.
So it was good though. Cooper played awesome. I mean, it's hard because I've been coaching this team or a lot of these boys for 4 years now, and we're done. You know, I mean, this is it. That they go to high school next year, and so
I was just gonna say how weird that
there's
is.
a chance that we could do. They have 14U where you just kind of put some kids together and then go play in tournaments. I don't know if we'll do it or not because baseball in high school is a lot.
That's already a lot, yeah.
So they might not want to, and honestly, like right now, I don't feel like doing it, but in a few weeks, I'll probably feel like
You'll
doing
change
it,
your
you know
mind.
what I mean? But it was cool. They're just like I've talked about here. They're just like the best kids, and you know, so it's sad. Like some of those kids, like I've really seen grown up. You know what I mean? Like really grow up to be like really good men. You know, and they really are. They're just good, responsible kids, and you know, I just nothing but root for them.
Yeah.
You know, and hope it stays that way. But Cooper played awesome. He actually he won MVP. And so
Hell yeah.
the other team, you get to vote for a player. Like, so like the team that we played, we picked their MVP, like, and just gave it to the coaches, like, here you go. And so that was a pretty proud moment because I'm going through to hand it to them. And he's like, yeah, number 23, your pitcher that you guys use, that's, I want to give it to him. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's awesome.
You're like,
You
he's gonna be
like,
excited to hear that.
So, and then in our other game that we had, we've been running, you know, baseball. We run all these plays. We set up this stuff that we feel like we could use every now and then. That they're like plays that'll work like once. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a deal. And the boys have known enough what's going on. They started calling the different plays and seen it set up and seen it work.
Knew ahead of time.
And we pulled off all three of the ones that we put together. The only one we didn't, we have one where like the guys get really cocky at second base and take big leads. And we brought a guy in from center field.
Oh.
And our pitcher timed it perfect, turnaround step through it, and it hit. Like we had the kid like dead to rights.
Yeah.
And the kid just grabbed it and he got underneath the tag. Like he
beat it?
So he beat it. Because in like the kid's defense on our team, he's center field. He never tags it. So he doesn't know to get that glove down. You know what I mean? He kind of went to, and by the time he lunged at him, the kid went underneath him. And so, you know, it was the right call. And it was like,
still even pulling that off though.
But yeah, I mean, we were just like, oh my God, you know, and so they're calling that, you know, not us. They were doing that stuff. And then we had another one where we have a couple kids that are really fast. And then our third batter, he can bunt really well and he's really fast too. So we run these things where I'm like, if these two get on and I can get them to second and third, I'm going to send the steal sign and you're going to bunt. You know what I mean? Well, we put that play in 6 weeks ago and haven't ran it.
Yeah.
And literally it comes up to it. I'm like seeing it all of a sudden, you know, I'm involved in the game. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. And I like look at the batter and he's already looking at me. And so I give him the sign and he like gets a smile on his face and he already knew like it was going to come down to it. And he lays down the perfect bunt, flies down to first base, beats out the throw. We score our two kids off a bunt. So the kid there, because they're so fast, the kid that was on second, like just took off. He was already stealing. He was already at third almost before he even bunted the ball. You know what I mean? And then they came through.
Thank God he connected.
And it was perfect. It just went absolutely perfect. And to the point when we got out of it, the coach came over and he goes, that might have been one of the best plays I've seen a 13U baseball team pull off. He's like, that was an unbelievable bunt and like the kid's moving and stuff. And so then that kid that laid down the bunt, they gave him the MVP for
That's
it.
awesome.
So it was good. I mean, it's a fun thing. You know, again, they do the MVP because you can give it to for like sportsmanship. You can do everything. So it's like they try to encourage
I think
the
that's
kids
a
to
good
not be
idea though, that
fighting
it's
and
the
doing
other
stuff like
team
that.
that does it.
Yeah. So then it wasn't like me picking Cooper. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it was one of those, when he said it to me, I was like, do you know the coach, you hear that? Like, it's not me deciding this
Yeah.
here. So, you know, like, oh, of course Cooper got it. But
You're like, do I get one as a coach?
right, yeah, come on. So he did good. So it was a proud moment, and I'm sad that it's over, but they played hard, and every game was close and fun, and it came right down to it. And
That's awesome.
And so that's really
That's just been like, I don't know if it's just watching our kids get old. I mean, my son's going to be he's going into his senior year. And so I don't know what it, like he's doing part of his senior pictures this week. Like he's doing kind of an early session. He's doing another one in the fall because it's someone we know and all that. But I'm like, it's just now like hitting me now. And I'm like, fuck.
wow, yeah.
Well, and your whole goal as a parent is like raise them to
get to this point,
get to this point, and then you
Right,
do it and
right.
you're like, oh, okay, no, stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even with Cooper and like, you know, when I see Audrey and Nathan and Jack, it's just like, it's just weird seeing them all. Cause I don't know. I thought I was ready and I don't think I am.
Right.
Now, whether I'm ready or not, it doesn't fucking matter. It's still going to happen.
And you're
but
not, here it comes. So
yeah, I'm just very happy I still at least have cause I'm pretty confident when my son graduates, he's like, peace out. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Which
Deuces.
good, great for him.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, go do your thing. But at least I'll have my daughter a few more years and then I can cry myself to sleep every night
you
after
just
that.
be old and grouchy.
And
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
I already do that.
I've never been that guy. Like we always joke with Adam because Adam's been that guy since he was like 12 years old. He's just like an old man in a teenager's body.
Right.
But boy, it's getting worse. So when I see you guys all doing it, speaking of that, so a funny story. We all know Wade. He's a buddy of ours. He's a pretty big streamer and good guy. There was a time a couple years ago where a hot air balloon landed in his lawn. Like they live out in kind of a development and but they had no heads up.
Right.
And he like went up there and lost his mind. It was like, now get it and scram. And I said, you said scram, you old bastard. Like, so now every time I see him, I'm like, you scram, get out of here. So just cracks me up. Can you
Was
imagine?
he serious? Because he's always fucking around. So
No, he was pretty serious. He was just like, I ain't got time for this shit anymore. Like, you know what I mean? We're not young anymore.
that surprises me because he's funny. I can
Yeah.
see him being like,
I don't think he probably was like actually that mad, but it
Sure.
was more like,
sure.
yeah, I'm funny, but get the fuck off my lawn for real.
That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so it was a good weekend. So
What about you, Eric? Anything fun?
Friday, I experienced that rainstorm for another concert.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I forgot about
yeah,
that.
you went to another concert.
You're just a
raining
fucking
again.
glutton
Yeah.
for punishment.
Right.
Yeah.
That's 3 in a row, right? Because then
Yeah.
the one you guys went to was raining too.
But we did learn it's Eric that's the problem.
Yeah,
It's
there
not
it is.
us.
There it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he was at the pool when I got rained out.
Yeah.
So
it's me.
yeah, I think Taylor says you're the problem. It's you. Yeah.
I will say though, like Codfish Hollow, they like, you know, they were posting on Facebook right before and saying like, we're on, you know, it's letting up. We're good. There's no tornadoes.
Yeah.
So
Right.
then like people showed up, and then as soon as people started getting there, the power went out because of the storm.
See, and that didn't
And
happen when we were there.
They pulled in generators. They got it all back up and running in about 40 minutes. So
Damn.
the show went on, and I mean, it wasn't as neat because there wasn't as many lights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
but, like,
Can't have as much stuff hooked up.
But as long as
they,
the
they
music-
kept a couple of lights. They kept the stage lights on, and then they had the audio, and all that was running off the generator. So,
Wow.
Did it look like a lot of people were camping? I'm just curious compared to when we last went.
RV campers, there were some.
Oh,
There were a good amount of those.
So was that
but-
the place you were at again, or was that the same place for the
Yep.
concert you guys went to? Because
Yeah.
I saw a picture this time that you posted, so now I got.
yeah. Because when we were there, he
yeah.
was like, "Oh, I'm coming back in like 2 weeks ago."
"That's right."
I go, "Wait a minute, dude. We're seeing Teddy on like Wednesday." He goes, "Yeah," and then I get back and I'm going here. I'm like, Jesus. So
Yeah.
when I saw the pictures of it raining, I'm like, good God, man. Like, of course it is.
No. Well,
Was
there
it
you
good
go.
though?
Yeah, it was a good show, and they did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would have been better if they had the power and the lights
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Did you guys camp or were you heading back?
We came back.
Okay, so it wasn't the same. Okay.
Yeah.
I took Audrey to that one. She wanted to go.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
She enjoy it.
yeah, she had
Yeah,
fun.
and that's the, I mean, and at least you weren't camping, you know,
Nope.
because did it end up raining all night? I can't remember. Or I guess out there.
It kind of had let off like by the time we were leaving.
Yeah.
It was light, but it
Yeah.
was everything was soaked. It was just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
super muddy,
Who knows?
wet.
It's always something.
Always.
Mother Nature's in a fucking mood lately.
So we should make a comment. We did make so switching gears again. We talked about people if they are interested in doing an intro for us. So we got a couple people interested.
We do.
So anybody else that's interested, if you email us, where can they get us at?
We're still cool, right? At gmail.com. Or Well, that's the best way to do it, or you can message the Facebook page. But yeah, I would recommend emailing.
Yep. And then we will do this until the next. Right.
Yeah.
So it'll be open until the next.
So let's say this coming Friday
Of this week.
Yeah, it would be
18th.
the 18th.
So if you want to do it, just let us know by the 18th, because then we're gonna do the stuff.
Yeah.
We want to get it filmed or we want to get it recorded and get it out there. So
Let us know if you don't want us to play them on air, but otherwise we're gonna play them on the podcast.
Yeah, just send us a little intro, or if you want us to send you something to record, and then you can send it back. I mean, either way, we're pretty flexible with it. So, otherwise, we will have a little showdown between the two people we've heard from and get our little.
Pretty excited about the two that we got. I think it's going to be a pretty good one. So
pretty good 900 voices.
Doesn't mean we got room for more. So come on through.
Doesn't have to be 900 voices. You do what you like. Whatever whatever you think sells, as they say.
That's good. So.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so we got that business taken care of. So, do we have any other?
We do. We do have a couple emails.
All right, you want to jump into those? Because
Yeah. One little correction I had is, so actually my Aunt Gina, this was like over a month ago, she emailed in and I forgot about it. So sorry, Gina. But we had said something.
That's his bad.
I know. She knows I'm flighty like that. We had talked about how high schools used to have smoking lounges.
Yeah, or they could smoke in the tea. Oh yeah, actually,
yeah. So she said, just to let you know, Regis never had a smoking lounge, but Wash did, and I was like, that tracks. She said it was very entertaining, lots of fights. So I just wanted to say that because I was wrong about that.
Right,
so
right
on. We have one from Brooke, our friend Brooke. She emailed in and said, am I the first to email in twice? She said, topic for the show, feel good songs, movies, go-tos that will always make you happy or pull you out of a funk. I'm like, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
We'll get right back to it. And then the rest says, I'm listening to one right now, Jump by the Pointer Sisters. The movie clip to reference for this is Hugh Grant dancing in Love Actually. I don't think I've seen that movie. Maybe I have.
I've seen it. I just don't remember that.
Yeah. She said the scene is life and always puts a smile on my face. If you haven't seen it, YouTube it. I will YouTube it. She also sent in a drink idea, caramel vodka, Starbucks cold brew coffee with 0 sugar caramel macchiato creamer. That is very basic, but I would totally drink that. I'll tell you what.
You know what? I've been looking for a little something different than the
normal.
Well, the breakfast.
Irish coffee?
No,
Bailey's?
breakfast drink. Well, yeah, that, but... What were we just talking about? Breakfast drinks. So.
Bloody Marys.
Bloody Mary.
Oh.
You know what I mean? A little something different if you...
Yeah.
Yeah, coffee drinks.
Yeah.
I say we all wear flannels next episode and some Ugg boots and we pour ourselves some of that.
It's already hot enough in here.
That's a good point.
Maybe we wait till it's... Maybe we
wait
save
till
that.
fall?
We save that for a fall, winter episode.
We'll do a pumpkin patch episode and we'll go pick out pumpkins together and drink those.
There you go.
And have our pumpkin spice
I would
lattes.
totally do it. That sounds really good though. Lastly, she put, loved John's story last show. So obviously we're one back from that. So you guys are killing it. You become part of my midweek routine. Keep up the good work, boys. Thank you, Brooke. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Brooke. And there you go, John. If you're listening too, there you go. You got someone else shouting. It wasn't just us saying how good you are.
Right? See, that episode was great.
Actually, and how many people said, this story's real?
Oh, I didn't have
Is that good? Are they real?
And I'm like, trust me, they're real. And there's probably 20 more he's forgotten about. But I had at least 7 or 8 people be like, that was such a fun episode. I'm like, I know. But yeah, Brooke, throw your hat in the running for the intro.
Yeah.
Get on in it.
Cool, Brooke.
Last one, we got a email from Julie. So Julie apparently recently caught up on episodes. So she said, drinks to try, do a wine bomb. Make it like a bomb. I believe it's wine and energy drink. Then the shot is the vodka. I don't know. I would try it. She said raspberry Stoli vodka. She said another one's a Tang bomb, which is just Jägermeister and Tang. Thanks, High Life Lounge. I love that place. Some questions quick. Did Sean ever watch Idiocracy?
I haven't.
Okay.
Oh, you got to do that.
But
just rewatch
I was
it.
going to watch it, and I just haven't had a lot of time. But it's been on. It's something that I have on there. So
For sure. Team peeing in the shower. It's all going to the same place, and you can wash yourself after. The shower is probably the cleanest place I've ever peed. Thanks for that. Team tuna and peas in my mac and cheese all day long, but my go-to poor meal, or what do we call them, poverty meals?
Yeah.
She said tortilla chips with melted shredded cheese on it, so poverty nachos.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Those are hard to beat.
She said, I would love to toss my name into the hat for the sultry voice. I have quite the 900 voice. So she said, I need to call each of you and ask if you want me to make you a sandwich or to rub your butt, and I will. And then she said, oh, this is about Coop and his tournament, because they showed up and rooted
They
for
were
him
there.
yesterday.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Them and or Julie and then
Jen and Nick.
Jen and Nick showed up too, and it was, I mean, and he saw him too, so he
See,
had a
that's
big smile on his
awesome.
face. He was all excited. He actually we had some other people show up for him. That was pretty cool.
That's
I
sweet.
mean, we had neighbors, and there was actually quite a few people there just see him. So
Well, she said, this is only because I went to Coop's baseball game. Go Coop. So proud of him and the team. Big fan of how passionate he gets and finding out he flips off the pitcher. Away from the ump, I'm assuming.
no, so he gives signals, and when one of the kids won't do it, and he's like, fucking, he gives him the he's going the fastball, and like every kid right now, they want to throw a curveball, right?
Yeah.
So they've learned a little bit how to do it. We don't let them do it very much because they're not going to burn. Like you're not going to ruin your arm. We're not going to let you do it, right? So we show you enough so you know how to do it, and every now and then we'll let them do it.
Yeah.
But they always want to, because once you throw a curve, like you don't want to throw. It's so fucking fun.
The only
to
way
throw.
I can equate something like that is like when you learn how to put English on a pool ball. Like you
Yeah.
you always want to snap it low and watch it drag all the way back.
Same thing, or like the other thing, or to think about like shuffling chips. Like when you're playing it and you learn how to do that really good. You know what I mean? It's the same. Like it's fucking cool when you make a ball move like that. So one of the kids, Cooper, does a pretty good job of calling a game of like the curveball doesn't work very much. So it's like you generally only do it if you have 2 strikes on them and you got plenty more balls.
Yeah.
To give, you know what I mean? Like, and his kid kept wanting to do it when he was down, and he's like, so I just gave him the middle finger, like, give me the fastball, and this is the one you're gonna get. So yeah, it's hilarious there for it. But
That's amazing.
Cooper, that's right up his alley.
She also said, is it still cool for guys to get frosted tips? If you already talked about it, my apologies. However, I remember helping the boys frost their tips back in the day. I don't ever see anyone do it anymore. So I think it's a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Well,
It made me bald, so I don't recommend it.
you saw Cooper's hair. So
That- well,
the whole baseball team went full.
There's tips and there's the whole thing.
Yeah, the
Like,
whole thing. So they didn't stop at the tip.
Just
So,
a whole team of
they're all
Slim
like, but
Shadys.
it was. It's like, oh man.
She said, I wish trapper keepers were still cool. I think kids are really missing out on showing how cool you are with it, what trapper keeper you had. I grew up poor, but boy, would I have rocked it.
You look forward to
Aw,
that.
Julie,
every
I'm going to
year.
buy you a
Yeah.
trapper keeper
Yeah.
for your birthday. Lastly, she put in a couple jokes, and they're actually pretty good, so we can say those at the end. But thank you, Julie, for catching up and sticking with us.
Yes, thank you very much. Julie was hilarious after the game. She's like, I've never seen one kid go through so many emotions in one game, because Cooper runs right on the ragged edge a little bit. So he's
was
happy
like,
1 minute, and then he's throwing a fit, and he's stomping around, or then he's
Will Ferrell and Anchorman, like, I'm in a glass case of emotions.
That's about what it is. She's like, and then also not being at one, like Ashley said that she was there for like 1 inning, and she's like, this is a lot of fun. Like, it is actually a lot of fun to watch these guys. Like, yeah, it's not an archery.
Yeah.
Like,
No, yeah,
because
it's way different than
yeah,
that.
It's a little different than that. So
Yeah.
that was good. But all right, so
Did you have something?
I do, but I threw this visor on today.
Oh.
Are visors so cool?
I haven't worn one since I was back in my raver days. That was a very, very, very long time ago.
That was also
I also had
big,
hair then.
It was also big when you had the frosted tips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think so. I think if you can still pull it off, which you do, I think you definitely need to have hair. I feel like it looks weird when bald guys wear them,
Right.
but that's just because what are you protecting?
Right.
Like I just put sunglasses on. We're doing the same thing at that point. So
Oh.
also imagine the tan line on a bald guy from a visor. That's brutal.
I was putting it on today, and Ashley's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm gonna see if this is still cool." So throw it on here.
You walked in and under our breath, Eric and I were like, "What the fuck?" No, I'm kidding.
Turn his camera off. Oh no! So remote producer Benjo sent me another one here, and I thought this was pretty good. What from your childhood did you think was going to be a bigger deal? Stop, drop, and roll, the Bermuda Triangle, drugs and Halloween candy.
Quicksand.
He said, I mean, yeah, every drug dealer just gives away their drugs, right? Away for free.
Yeah.
And he said, yep, quicksand. He goes, I really thought that was going to be a bigger deal in my life. Or parallel parking. He said,
Yeah.
number one, it's not that hard. And he goes, number two, I think I parallel parked like 10 times in my 16 years. So
Yeah, I don't do it very often. Those are all really good. Quicksand is the biggest one to me. Like, I just remember being like, well, got to figure this out because it's going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
even in the Mario games, like, there's quicksand levels. You're like, oh, fuck, got to get out of here. The cactus is going to eat me. Parallel parking, though, is also way easier because almost everyone has a backup camera. That helps a lot.
it helps a lot.
Yeah,
And
it
I
helps
think
a
some
lot.
of the cars, like you hit a button and do it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, shit,
I
that's
had
true.
I worked downtown for a while, so I actually parallel parked a
So
lot.
that's the
Yeah.
only time
Yeah.
is if I'm downtown. And even that's rare.
Right.
You know?
I used to, so I worked downtown in an office building and we had a coffee shop in the first floor. I would go down there and just sit and drink coffee and watch people try
Watch 'em.
and parallel
Yeah.
park.
Yeah.
And I'd just laugh. Like, it was the best. You're like, how many people, you could count how many people would like make like 3 attempts and then they just drive
take
away.
off.
They're like, fuck it.
And they
Oh,
always, and they never pull out slow at that point. Then it's like,
Okay. That's fucking awesome. And the only thing I can equate it to that I love watching these videos is people at boat
I was
ramps
just gonna
pulling the
say,
fucking
that's,
boats in.
that's about what it is.
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day of this kid's probably 23, but you know, a bunch of him and his redneck friends, and they just drive down, they set up chairs, had signs like to score it. And
Yeah.
as people were coming in, they were just like, boo, shit job. And like just all this stuff. A couple guys got like really, really mad at him. I'm like, dude, they're just having fun.
So-
like, you know,
Then I saw one where those guys were the smartest because then they also had another sign that said $25. I'll pull it in for you.
oh, that's
You
genius.
just sit there and you have
Okay, you know how much liability goes into that though? Like first, like I'm not handing my truck keys over with my boat to someone I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know if your wife's doing it and she's got it all tilted backwards and you got some guy going $25.
guess.
Like,
Well,
you
how
get to
many
the
of
boat
those
ramp,
are-
you're like, absolutely. Like, that guy probably knows what he's doing. You know?
How many
Yeah.
of those are rentals and shit? And they've probably never done it before. Or they
Sure.
saw their dad do it one time, so they thought
Yeah.
they could do it. Like,
First time doing it, or you're
So
trying
last time I rented a boat was when we went to the Ozarks before you guys. And
Yeah.
I rented like a pontoon, but it wasn't like in a slip. You just kind of pulled up to the dock, so it was easy. But if I had to
Yeah, but
if
you
I had to
so
pull
you
that
gotta
out,
put it in.
fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't even attempted it because I've never done it before.
Right. Yeah. Or, I mean, people get a boat and you got to get it in at least first time.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
How
I mean?
scared
And
were you
so-
the first time?
See, I've known how to do it for a while. I've
Oh.
always been pretty good at I've been good at backing up trailers and stuff like that. But a lot of times, like with my boat, when we used to do it, I was the one pulling it off the trailer. So it wasn't me. Actually, Ashley had to do it. You know what I mean? And I got to give her a shout out for this because she can parallel park like a mother. Like she's money at it. Even with that big fucking Tahoe, she whips that thing around and no problem.
Oh,
Goes
I don't.
right
Want,
in
I don't
there.
want to parallel park that.
But so I got to give her props to that because she'll hear this and
Yeah.
want to know that. But backing up the boat, that wasn't always. She had it a couple of good times, and then one time there's like some guy like just was staring at her and trying to like coach her while she's doing it. It's like I just felt like being like, just go away.
making
like
it
you're
worse.
just like
Yeah.
you're
not
adding
helping.
pressure to it. You know what I mean? And to the point to when she just got out and he just backed it in. You know what I mean? Like he had good intentions, but it's
Sure.
like you have to know that you're just adding this layer of pressure to just go away where she doesn't see
Yeah, it's
you,
like
and
when
then it'd
someone
be fine.
stands over you when you're trying to type. You're like,
Yeah.
I mean, on a way
Yeah.
bigger scale, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's like, I fucking go away. I got
Right.
it. You know?
Yeah.
If I need help, I'll ask.
I gotcha. But yeah.
I grew up on the Mississippi River, and my dad, like, we would go every weekend that I was with him and stuff. And so,
Yeah.
like, he didn't have, well, I mean, sometimes he had a girlfriend or whatever, but like most of the time it was me and him and my sister. And so I drove the boat on and off the trailer.
Yeah.
And he, drove the truck because I wasn't very good at backing up a trailer when I was younger. Like, it took me a
Jackknife.
long time. I'm still not great at it, but like,
I know. I saw you
Well,
with those kayaks. I'm
Doing,
kidding. Dude, that's hard. It's hard,
Yeah.
man.
well, doing an empty trailer sucks.
yeah.
Like when the boat's on it, you can see, but you know what I mean? You in a
Oh,
weird
I
way.
didn't even think of that.
But because once the trailer's on, it's so low, you can't see the trailer very. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
hard to like. So it's easy to get really wonky with that, and without the weight, like it'll hop, and it's so it's harder to do an empty boat than it is
Yeah, that makes
than to
sense.
do with it. Yeah, and so especially when it's somebody else's trailer. But
I
when
just
you
get
some-
scared, man. I watch those videos. The ones in Florida are the best because it's like people pulling in like $400,000 boats,
Yeah.
and then like I'm not being sexist anyway, but if you watch these videos, you'll know what I'm saying. There's
Yeah.
like some very silly bimbo-y type
Yeah.
people out there. And they get off, they're like, I don't know. And they just throw their hands up. And the guy's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, well, this is what you get, man. Like, you know, it's your flavor of the week. And she's never fucking driven a boat before. But
Can't have it all.
But like I saw a video the other day where a guy was loading up and he pulled, his truck was halfway in the water. And I'm like, oh God, because there's a certain point of no return where you're not coming back out.
There's been plenty of those where I've seen those videos where they hook them up and you see the boat out there, but then it's like the pulling the whole fucking truck and trailer that was underneath it. It's like,
Oh God, dude.
Yeah.
It's,
and those are normally fucking $100,000 trucks too. You know what I mean? It's like, that's a bad day.
yeah.
But
So,
yeah. So I guess I don't know which one.
I'm trying to-
obviously, I thought Quicksand was going to be a big deal too. I agree with that. I guess I agree with parking.
Bermuda Triangle is funny too, though, because it was like everyone talked about it. Like, well, if you go there, you're never coming back. And then you find out now, like, that's not the case at all.
Didn't it feel like it was in every fucking cartoon?
Yeah, cartoon
DuckTales,
or
it would always be in DuckTales, or it was always in like Scooby Doo. You know what I mean? Like the Bermuda, you know what I mean? It was like the big deal.
yeah. I'm trying to think of what else like we thought was such a big deal.
See, it wasn't so much about drugs in the candy. It was like razor blades and needles and shit. Like,
Which again, who's like sitting there? Like, I'm sure it's happened, by the way, but I've never heard of anyone where that happened to.
yeah,
Well-
I mean, all of it comes from like one story that somebody, there was some fucked up person that put some drugs in the candy to fuck with a kid or
Yeah.
like something.
Okay.
And-
I
remember it was
but
always-
it never happened again. Like,
I remember it was always about the stickers or whatever, because you'd like lick them and put them on or whatever, and then that's where they'd put the whatever
Stickers.
in there. Yeah, like it was I don't know. I think maybe my dad just told me that. Or whatever.
now we just,
Slip
now
some
we just
acid
have
in
Not
there.
stickers, the fake tattoos
Oh,
or whatever that's what it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
he just didn't want me to put it on, so I think that was probably more of what was going
That's
on.
hilarious.
But I mean, we were fucking taught stop, drop, and roll a lot.
yeah, it doesn't work.
Now, I think it's one of those things that it's probably good that I haven't had to use it.
for sure. But it's not like, I think maybe if you're like a little bit on fire, you got a shot.
Sure.
But for the most part, like it's not going to do a whole lot.
Oh,
You know?
stop, drop, and roll. I mean, we went over that a lot.
Or even like, I don't know. I mean, this one I understand why they did it, but the tornado thing where it was like duck and put your hands over the back of your neck.
Yeah.
You're like, protect your neck. Hey, what's up, Wu-Tang Clan? But like, you know what I mean? It's like, is that really going to stop the
Right.
2x4
Yeah.
that falls from
Right.
3 floors up onto
Just
my head?
crushes my fingers. And
Yeah.
then takes you out.
My neck's fine. I lost both hands. Yeah.
With that being said, every time the news, when we're watching that like tornado coming through and they give you the checklist of what you need,
Yeah.
I love the bike helmet. Make sure you get your bike helmet and put it on.
I
tell
didn't
you.
even think about
And
that.
it's a good idea, but it's just funny that it's like, now get your bike helmet.
yeah, run out to your garage.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your bike helmet.
We
Make
know
sure
we
you
said
have that
stay
ready.
inside,
Yeah.
but this is
Yeah.
important. Hurry and get your bike helmet.
I'm like, it is a good idea, and it is probably something you have, but
Damn it. Now I got to buy more bike helmets.
yeah.
I guess I should. Usually I'm like, okay, well, I have some beer aging down there. I'm fine. Pillows, blankets.
I'm a dumbass Midwesterner. I just sit out on the porch and watch it come in.
I was going to say.
Which is actually why we put on the covered deck so we could watch storms coming through.
Okay. So we just watched. Kara loves the movie Twister, as almost everyone does.
Sure. The new one or the
No, the
okay,
original with Helen Hunt. And
Yeah.
we watched it again recently, and I never realized, like, the dad, like, that he puts him down in the, like, when she's a kid, puts him down in the storm shelter thing, and then goes and holds the door,
Yeah.
and it sucks him out,
Right.
busts the door, sucks him out. They're fine.
Right.
You should have just ran to the corner with that. Like, it's just it's little shit you realize that I never realized that as a kid when I watched it. I'm like, what? That made no sense
No.
whatsoever.
I think if you rip that off, everything in that hole's coming with it.
I for sure think that, yeah. But the minute I saw my family fine in the corner, I'm like, I'm just gonna go stand with you guys. So, But you did touch on, Eric. You said like something we heard as a kid, and so I saw something the other day about how rumors start. Now we have the internet. We've had the internet forever, but we didn't when we were super young. And tell me if you guys have heard this, but everyone in every school in every state heard that Marilyn Manson removed a rib to suck his own dick.
Yes.
How did that
I
spread?
totally forgot about that. Yep.
Yeah. How did that spread so well before the internet? Like everyone knew that. Also, there's another one with him. Have you ever heard the one where everyone thinks he was the show The Wonder Years? Is it Fred Savage?
Yeah,
Was that
his friend.
his best friend.
They thought it was him.
I can't remember his name now, but they thought that was him. It's not, by the way.
Right.
That's been debunked.
Huh.
But I know it's just weird to me that like
how does that happen? Like,
I
how
know.
does it like? I mean, yeah, because you see it on the internet. At least has the narrative spread. You know that everybody reads it.
right.
But how does it always become the same? Like,
Yeah.
how you heard it from somebody from.
Because that one
And
sticks
it's always
out.
like,
Everyone
you
knew
know,
that
somebody's older brother told, you know, and
Yeah.
then that's how you learn it. But
one.
Well,
We were
I think-
smoking dope and we were
Right,
talking
yeah,
about it.
Yeah.
So you remember playing the telephone game, right? Like,
Sure.
so even if you had that, like if you picked something that was just outrageous enough or just interesting or funny enough, then it would hold. But if you were just like, you just change this small little word.
Oh,
then
I
it
see what you're
changed.
saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
If it's boring, you're never
No,
going to
yeah,
repeat
yeah.
it.
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
It's got to be pretty out there.
Yeah, you're going to want to make it better if it's not that interesting. But I mean, removing a rib is pretty interesting.
That's pretty
I guess.
crazy,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy story. So you just
So-
repeat it.
What was your first thought when you heard that? Does that work?
I did a consult and they said like,
How do I remove this rib?
they said, listen, Tubby, you're too big for that. And I went, aw. And then I went home and
How
cried.
many do I need to remove?
Do I need any ribs? Can I just fold in half all the time? Or
Never leave my house again.
I wonder if it had to have been something like MTV or something like that. You know what I mean? But like they wouldn't talk about that on MTV.
no,
But like
No.
that's how we knew about shit.
that's true. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because we did have TV, but yeah, I don't think that would have ever come up on a program or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There had to be more than that, but that one like was definitely no matter who I ever spoke to, everyone heard that.
You know, I
And then
forgot
found out later it's definitely not true. You know what I mean?
I forgot about that one, but I want to know. I want to know all the other ones I did forget about. 'Cause
I know.
I'm blanking
Yeah, it's
on
hard
all
to
the
think
ones
about.
that I knew that were rumors like that. But I want to, man.
Oh, there was a ton about Nirvana and like how Kurt died. Like, did he do it himself? Was
Oh, yeah.
somebody else involved?
Well,
Like,
that got
there was
big.
all kinds of conspiracies around that.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
got big again a few years ago because that Soaked in Bleach documentary coming out on Netflix, and
Yeah.
I think she definitely was in on it, but I don't know. I also love conspiracy theories. so,
Yeah, it's fun to lean into.
yeah, yeah.
Have
I
some
mean,
fun with it.
it is what it is, you know.
But yeah, no, I would be. Actually, that'd be a cool thing if you got any that you guys can think of that were big back in the day.
Should
Send
we
it
table
around.
that and
would
come
be
back and
that'd
bring
be
that up?
fun, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be fun to talk about if we remember.
I'm sure if
some
we
of
sat
those,
down
'cause
and just
I just gotta
on the
think
spot,
about it.
kind
But
of
if
hard.
anybody's got any other ones, I'll give you time to think about it. But yeah, if we come back around to
Oh,
those, that
okay.
would be great.
So one I just thought of. Do you remember the movie 3 Men and a Baby?
Mhm.
Had like Tom Selleck and
yeah.
what's the guy's name? Ted Danson from Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a part in that movie where the
boy.
behind
Yeah.
the curtain.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
everyone was told that there's like a ghost scene where if you like slow down at one part, there's a kid that died on the set or something like weeks prior. He's standing in
there.
the curtain.
Yeah.
And then you watch it back and it's like a cardboard cutout is what it is.
Oh,
If
I mean,
I-
I haven't watched it since I was a kid. So
If I remember
I fell
right-
for it. I mean, well, I fell for it, but as I get older, I realized that they put it there. But yeah,
Yeah. But I heard that for years and then I finally watched it and I was like, oh yeah, it's clearly like a cardboard cutout stuck right there. If I remember right. But
okay. So I'm thinking of one that just popped up there. What came up the other day, the Tootsie Pops.
oh,
if
the
you
star.
had the Indian shooting a star, you got a free one, right? But
Did we
Yeah.
talk
Did
about
you-
this?
No, I don't think so.
because
Why
it
does it
just
sound
came up the
familiar?
other day.
Okay.
Well, it came up at baseball because
Yeah.
someone was handing them out, and we all opened it. It was all his dads that were talking about it. The kids like, "What are you talking about?" And we're like,
You get a free one.
but then it was like, I never took it to the
No
store
one
to
did.
get a free one.
No one did.
Like,
Because
was
no
it
one
really-
knew for.
Did you really get it for free or not?
I thought that I want to say I I talked to someone that Googled this and they were like, it's a complete lie. Like it's not true. Now, there was another, it kind of grew into, well, if you collect 10 of the stars, you can mail them in and they'll mail you like a, and I'm
Okay.
like, that's a lot of work for a goddamn Tootsie Pop.
right,
You know what I mean?
for something.
I
just
forgot
thrown
about
away.
that one
But
though. But instead it just turned into like, oh, I got one with a star and then you threw it away.
Right.
You know?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Our life's bullshit. Everything I loved is over now.
Right.
Yeah, I remember trying to do it once, and they were like, "We don't know what you're talking about. We
Right.
don't do that."
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So.
I never even tried.
We'll have to come back to this one. We have a few, and if anyone else has any categories or stuff like this, please shoot us. We will do a little research and
Yeah.
Because we
or
have
if you have one that you're curious that stuck out in your head, please tell us. Because
I would love that.
Because I'd be curious to see if we all heard it too.
Because we have a couple ideas we're floating of things we want to come back and like talk about more. Like, we're probably going to do a conspiracy theory one of these days.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
not going super deep into stuff, but just like kind of our favorite
Some fun ones.
Yeah. So, ready for a joke?
Which I heard a great one.
Joke or conspiracy theory?
Great conspiracy
Ooh,
theory.
tease us. Tease me.
It was on Rogan where they were talking about like we're all just descendants from Mars. Like we're just the people that like Mars was becoming inhabitable. And so they believe that they left Mars, came here, and we're all just descendants of the people that came here.
And now we're trying to get back to Mars, which is funny.
Now we're trying to do it.
Julie,
It was interesting when I heard that. I'm like, oh, all right.
no, I like
Kind
it.
of funny.
Julie did send 2 jokes. Do you want me to read them quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. They're a little dirtier. I definitely knew the answer to the first one. But why can't Miss Piggy count to 70? At 69, she gets a frog in her throat. That one I've heard.
I like that one.
That's really good. This one I have not heard, but it's good. How can you tell which nurse at the hospital is the head nurse?
I don't know.
She's the one with red knees. Thanks, Julie.
So, did she say those are dad jokes or?
No. She said they're daddy joke. No, I'm kidding. No, she just said, here's a couple jokes. So
Nice.
All right, I got one for you.
All right.
hit me with it.
You're on a streak here, dude.
I know. I'm not trying to freak myself out, but
Yeah.
I'm doing really well.
Yeah.
I went to the zoo and saw a piece of toast in a cage.
Hold on. A piece of toast in a cage. I don't know.
The sign said, "Bred in captivity."
Jesus Christ. I would have never got that in a million years. God damn it.
Oh man, that's a
knee slapper.
That's a real thinker there for you.
I hate those ones like that. Right when he started saying it, I was like, I don't have a shot at this.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a simple
Yeah.
this. It's like, I did this. The sign, I'm not going to get it.
I appreciate it. He was getting a little too cocky here, so I think it's important to not.
You know what?
get
No
down.
garnishes
No-
next
no-
week. Fuck you guys.
There's no garnish in this one.
I know. And I have so much bacon at home. I really fucked up.
Yeah,
I'll do better.
that's all right.
Yeah.
I've yet to do it too.
Yeah,
so
you do.
I suppose. Yeah.
And you've brought more drinks
I have
That have-
I have that could call for one.
that could call for a garnish. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least a damn lime wedge.
Maybe instead of, right? Maybe instead
Yeah.
of like stocking, I mean, we've got plenty of booze. And then we were like, oh, we need mixers. Maybe we just get a whole smorgasbord of garnishes.
Problem is, garnishes just
They
Yeah.
go bad.
things go bad unless you get the cherries. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
got to
do
be
well.
like stuff that
Yeah.
can stay in a jar, not.
Luxardo. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, boys,
Shit, another good one.
it's been fun. Yeah. Let's try and stay dry going forward and not be swimming like Teddy.
Kind of like moist mics. So I don't know about that.
That's it. We're making shirts.
Right on, guys. Well, we will be back next week.
Yes, we will.
So,
Thanks for listening.
thank
And
you.
again, please, real quick, email us any ideas for things you think are still cool, anything that we can discuss. And also, if you want to have a shot at the intro, email us this week, please, at we're still cool, right? at gmail.com.
The other thing I was going to say is if anybody else you know that listens to podcasts, let them know about ours.
Yeah.
I said to a few people that I didn't even think were podcast listeners, and they're like, "Oh, absolutely, let me do it." So
That's a good point. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
it's always
appreciate
nice
it.
if you can share it. We've got a big share button right on there on all the platforms.
It means a lot to us. Yeah. It only takes a second and it does it helps a lot. So we appreciate you guys.
right on, guys.
Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye bye.